There's our starting lineup of our replacements for England and for France today. Our match officials. The referee for today's match will be Sam Dunstan. To be assisted by Katie Byrne and Sarah Toll as the assistant referees. And our fourth assistant will be Jess Hammer. And our fifth assistant will be Coral Matching. There we are, the energy, the excitement. Yes, it's building. Just 10 minutes to go now before kick-off. That's our team lineups. And of course, we'll be welcoming the teams on individually, and we'll be lining up for the national anthems. We'll run about 4 minutes soon, and then with a couple of minutes to go, the teams will get to their positions. I can tell you that France won the toss. And France, in the third half, will kick off. Will play from right to left, and England will kick off. So France won the toss, they'll play from right to left, and warm up. And England will kick off. So I see the team comes out, and of course, our guards on, and then more Lavrov, quicker getting on in. More stars, big game, live, peel mats. Did the money of slowly going in? And doing fun and balance. And I'm getting about Frank, Bruno, sorry, the Emerson, Bruno, or all of them do that. We will prove that this is what I'm saying. He's doing that in one way, probably. Starting with his end. Hope you're feeling good, got your voices ready, got your formal suitors ready. How are the French supporters feeling? Come on France, let's hear you! Yeah, they're here for sure. But what about the England fans? Okay. Let's put you in here. Great to see you. Great to see. So it's going to be wonderful getting just a few minutes now. Keep your eyes peeled to the right hand side. To the changing rooms to see our team as they emerge. Game
Hello everyone, good morning, or Borida, as they say in this part of the world. We're just coming up to midday here in North Wales for the final day of the Women's Under-18s Six Nations Festival. Those of you that have been following the competition from the get-go will be delighted to know that we're moving up to 70-minute games today, 2 35-minute halves, and we kick things off with an absolute cracker. These young Red Roses yet to taste defeat in the tournament, but they did have that one draw with Italy, that fascinating 19-all, where they won the scrum against the head with the clock in the red and managed to find a converted try. Incredibly talented group, but probably yet to play their best rugby, and if they do click, then it could be special. Speaking of special, this France team, absolutely astonishingly good. Everyone's skill level so high. Tackle, kick, pass, catch. They've got it all. They offload, they run, they'll punish you from everywhere. They've got the best offense and defense in terms of points scored and points conceded. They've nilled a couple of teams, but I can't imagine they'll do that today against England. What a way to get your Rugby Saturday underway. It's England Under-18s versus France Under-18s live from Stadium CSM, but first, the anthems.
Please be upstanding for the national anthem of England.
The tricolour flies in North Wales, and France have got every reason to come in incredibly confident. Numbers all over the place, but quality, whatever number is on the back. It is Vili, Guiton and No at loose head, hooker and tight head respectively. No scored the first try of the tournament for them, with Tunia and Macar in the rows. Zé, Lamour and Perralé at 6, 7 and 8, but 23, 7 and 6. Van Yen, the captain, been one of the outstanding performers, with Pizzicelli wearing 13 at fly half, Treguet and Goyat in the centres, with Barcelo, Perroyer and Baudrou in the back three. As for England, they have gone full send. As you'd expect, it is Green, Simpson and Winstanley in the front row. Baines and Acton in the engine room. Wilson, she scored the first try for England. That breakaway in the first game with Hayley Jones and the Tsui at 6, 7 and 8. Evie Haskell and Natalie Evans will pull the strings. Banks, Pritchard and Aspinall in the back three. Bunker and Parry in the centres. Well, both teams are allowed to name as many as 28. France have named 28. England a mere 26, and the likelihood is we will see the vast majority of them take the field during these 70 minutes of rugby. Amberstam Dunstan of Wales, our referee for this one. And England will have the wind in the first half. You can see it blowing through the hair of the players, and it really does howl through here at Stadium CSM. Massive advantage for England in this first half. It's even wobbling the cameras, goodness me. But it is clear, it is dry. It's a day for great rugby. It's the last day of the Under-18 Six Nations Festival. England get us underway through Natalie Evans, and France in the blue, receiving. And a good early carry there by Tréguet. And Perrine Fanyen gets her first touch, her first of many. And what were we saying about the offloading game as Lamour takes them up to halfway? Now Goyat. Good early handling this as Baudroux touches on the left flank. And away goes Perrine Fanyen. She's not in the mood to hang around, is she? Again, Tréguet straightens up. Both Goyat and Piscicelli getting their hands on. And a little nudge in behind, trying to turn England, but it was a sweeper back there. So the touchline wins the battle.
Yeah, France.
Big thing for France is that tempo, and watch Perrine Fanyen go quickly. They've won a lot of penalties. The team's not retreating 10. So Lucy Simpson, first line out for her is a good one, drilled into Tamsin Baines. They'll quick clear through Molly Bunker. She's got a huge boot, particularly with that wind in behind. That ability to clear your lines and get field position from that is going to be absolutely huge in this first half.
In the channel. So, make sure you're in, please. In France! France, in!
France being called in, Léa Guiton. Let's watch how the wind affects this. Well, England throw a player up, but it comes back France's way. There's a little knock on there, so we'll go back for the first set scrum.
I'll set this side for the first scrum. Can I have some space and then you're more than welcome.
It's very politely asked by Amber Stamp, isn't it?
Crouch!
So no on the tight head side. Guiton at hooker and Villy on the loose head side. Loose head Zara Green for England, Simpson at hooker, and Winstanley at tight head. Oh, France looking to get a shove on early. Evie Haskell really having a dig for that. But England doing well, not to infringe, so now they can build. Charlie Goyat, excellent tackle, and Faustine Piscicelli in there too. Now time for some go forward from England, and the back rows combining.
No, France, no!
Kaya Acton taking that in, Latui with a nice little tip. free those hands and get in behind, but England cough it up and they could be in trouble here. Charlie Goyat into the 22. Now Fan Yen and Piscicelli passing behind. Agnes now. A lot better from close range than being caught in no man's land there, the tight head prop. We've seen how powerful a finisher she is, as is Agnès Pardelet. Goyat. Good line speed from England. Good ball speed from Fan Yen. Oh, Lamour loses her footing. Approaching 5 minutes, still 0-0.
Use it.
In the early afternoon sunshine in North Wales.
No, step. She's fine.
Little charge through the middle. McCart. And England looking for an opportunity to get over the ball. Haley Jones can't get there. Acton called off it. Fan Yen has a dart. Fan Yen finds the offload to Guiton. France as close as they've been. Oh, and away goes McCart. McCart is over. Second time.
You need to get out.
She has sensed a little softness around the edges, and that time it was too close to the line for England to recover. France leads. Zara McCart gets the opening try.
Yeah. It's really windy, girls. I'm struggling to hear. Can you shout that again, Kate? Okay. Great job. Yeah, here. Okay, I've spoken to her.
High tempo stuff from France early, isn't it? Charlie Goyat on kicking duty. Someone's lost their hat. And that one holds up in the breeze, drifts across the face. And France lead by 5 points to 0.
Same? We'll just wait for the physio.
The famous chance of Allez le Bleu. Oh, referee says that one's gone back. That is a nice little escape there for Fan Yen.
Pause there.
The exit after scoring, so important that England have pinched it. This is a good opportunity now to strike straight back with the wind in their sails. That was Latui. Evie Haskell. Another heavy carry. And they've got a penalty advantage for the high tackle, so Evans
Hold that mark, Katie.
tries to get in behind. And Amberstam Dunstan decides she's seen enough. Haskell. England not opting for the corner. They trust the big ball carriers, and with carries like that, it's easy to see why. Haskell. It's Lucy Simpson. Oh, knock-on advantage out of the back door from McCart. That is quality, and Lena Lamour takes over. Good handling. Zeze finds the edge, then Fan Yen comes back in. Lovely inside trailing line. She just glides across. But then it's France who knock it on. And England will have the put in.
Make sure you're in. Shoulders in. On bind. Crouch. Bind. Okay. Yeah. 8. It needs to be steady. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Better scrum from England, starts to go forward. And then Latui obliges and offloads and finds Hayley Jones. Fronts over that ball, but Fanyen couldn't lift. There've been some really positive carries by England since conceding that try, haven't they? Could use this dangerous back three. Aspinall.
Counter-ruck's good. Fine.
But awesome strength from France, and Marcotte manages to turn it over. Goyat is in there at scrum half for now. Vili. Oh, now England have ripped it back. What a battle for the ball. Oh, loose pass, then through the legs. Sarah Parry. That'll make the highlights reel. That was Banks. First time we've seen her step off the left foot. Oh, Evie Haskell walks onto a shoulder. Excellent work, Perrine Fanyen. The first there. No one helping Ruby win Stanley out. Nothing she could do.
Mark.
And this is interesting from France, playing into this howling wind. No point going to the line out. They're going to choose to scrum.
6. Okay. Just watch her then. Can I have some space? Thank you. Crouch. Bind. Set. Yeah, hold there.
Another good scrum from England. Really good scrum from England. They turn that over against the head. And Latui can set it up, and there's a penalty advantage. Well, that has gone terribly for France, brilliantly for England. Now Molly Bunker can put this right in the corner, but that look tells you everything.
Scrum or 22?
Oh, Molly Bunker.
Scrum or 22? Yes, quickly.
The conditions.
Excuse me. Scrum. Scrum.
The conditions too powerful.
Yeah, sorry, it's Pastor. Keep in the fight. Keep in the scrum. Say, angle, right out, right out, right out, right out. Come on. Crouch. Bind. Set. Yeah, that's enough there, Noreen.
Better scrum from France. Then Goban exiting the 22. Oh, it's been knocked on. Oh, and then knocked on by England. Or knocked on by neither. We're playing on. Okay, what a chance. Hayley Jones. Then Haskell finds Evans. Evans has to use another big runner out there. Guiton can't get there.
Counter-ruck's fine.
Oh, and then they turned it over again and knocked it on off France. What are you doing? England a little bit lackadaisical and allowing France to counter-ruck.
Keep your angle out. Crouch. Bind. Set. Hold France.
Another good scrum from England. Another good platform. They're going to need to get some points in this first half. And what a carry from Hayley Jones. Strength from her. Now Evie Haskell can send another big runner into that blue defensive line. They're up quickly though. PC Chelly shuts the door. Simpson. And England starting to find some gaps in this French defence. And the dummy, and the dart, and Haskell. Great score by the scrum half. France line speed so fast they forgot to tackle the ball carrier. Evie Haskell threads the needle and draws England level. 15 minutes gone, France 5, England 5.
Anything to feed in, girls? On that scrum here, for me, they just went backwards. Yep. Did you have an offence? Okay.
Here's Molly Bunker. There is 2 more points, and England lead for the first time. Excellent response. Well, that wind is strong, isn't it?
Option. Where's the captain? Option. Scrum. Yeah, shoulder right out for me. Yeah, shoulder right out.
All the way through, guys. Engagement.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Yep.
Compound errors for France, inviting the pressure, and then they turn it on in the scrum. They've knocked it on, they've coughed it up, and Fan Yen is away! Perrine Fan Yen responding immediately to Evie Haskell. A lovely battle of the nines bubbling, a lovely game bubbling. France take the lead for the second time. An outstanding effort from one of the players of the tournament, Perrine Fan Yen. This scrum is going back and forth, isn't it? France dominate, England dominate. Then all of a sudden, France finds some strength. The ball's coughed up and Fan Yen is in. Charlie Goyat back and forth and ultimately scoring.
You can't. No. You can't touch the ball. You can't touch the ball, no.
Oh no.
No.
It has to be a player. Can't be a water carrier.
Yeah, no, I know. I agree.
So that score will remain 10 points to 7. So we have another look at this awesome finish by Fan Yen. Of course, no fullback, no sweeper at home for England. They were expected to attack. Now we need to get clarification on this score.
No.
Oh, England have kicked that dead.
No.
Oh my goodness, well both teams falling foul of the restart. France not kicking it 10, England kicking it about 70. Now I think this score is going to need clarification because I don't think Amber Stamp Dunstan allowed that conversion to stand.
And you, please. Crouch!
How important will that be?
Bind! Set!
And away goes Lamour. We're in 7, playing at 8.
Turnover's good.
Big clear out, but the turnover's fantastic.
Use it!
Grace Banks there
Yeah, we'll play on.
in the scrum cap, putting her head where no head really belongs. Bad news for England, Natalie Evans is down. She's having that head and neck supported. I think we will stop the clock.
Yeah. Time off. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, keep the mark here. There was one down there, and I agree, but I've not seen it since. Okay, just what? Yeah, thanks.
Well, I don't think they're going to be burning any coal or wood for energy in North Wales today, are they? That wind farm being put to use.
Guys, is this a head injury?
So it was to the neck, and she.
So no head injury. Okay, thank you.
As we approach 20 minutes of this first 35-minute half. France took the lead. Zara McCart from close quarters. England came back with an Evie Haskell. Lovely sniping try by the scrum half. Molly Bunker converted.
Yeah, back.
And then Perrine Fanien responded for France off the back of a loose England scrum.
Ouch. Bind. Set.
And as the French water carrier put the ball on the tee, we don't believe the France conversion will count. However, we'll await clarification on that. Back and away with a turnover. Molly Bunker getting over the ball. And tapping and going. Which with this wind at their back is an interesting tactic, but obviously tempo, a high part of the England game. But that less so.
9. Careful on your timings, please. Crouch! Bind! Set!
When England have gone through the phases, they have been very, very dangerous.
It's come out the tunnel.
But it's been the errors that have cost them. 14 minutes to get some more points because it is going to be tougher into the wind. Well, England thought they'd stolen that scrum, but unfortunately the hook came out of the tunnel, not through the second rows.
Yeah, angle. Crouch! Bind!
better scrum by the French, who've made a change, and Eva Tounier is now at number 8. That's helped on its way by Fan Yen, and now Treguet steps away. Another excellent try by Eilig Treguet. She is an inside centre with a full skill set. They can use her as a battering ram or a ballerina. She has got absolutely everything. On that occasion, just needed a little bit of power and finesse, but everything was going forward. Drifts outside one, steps inside another. Eilig Treguet. A heavily strapped quad on the left leg, it must be said. Gets another try in this under-18 Six Nations.
Yeah.
Another tough nudge into the wind. France 15. England 7. Worth noting that those 2 points have been scrubbed off for the illegal ball handling.
2 seconds, 2 seconds, because the TV mark.
Another deep kickoff and a really good chase by England. Oh, and they've crossed. France have done a horrible job of exiting. And England in the 22 with a decision to make. And that decision is Evie Haskell is going to send the big carriers into battle, starting with Hayley Jones. Now Haskell again. Oh, another penalty. Back-to-back penalties inside the 22 for France. They need to be careful here. Oh, Latouille! Outstanding strength from Latouille. We said that tempo was going to be a big part of England's game. Win the penalties, take the penalties. Haskell finds Latouille. Well, France didn't come up. They allowed her to build up a head of steam, and she has walloped into Ines Zeze. Won that collision and scored the try. That's what you want for a number 8, isn't it? Confident carrying. Straight through 2 physical back rowers, Latouille. Awesome finish, great game, 15-12. Molly Bunker adds the 2.
Molly Bunker.
Well, it was 2 back rows, it was 3 players, wasn't it? We've got a game on, still 10 minutes of this first half to go. France making sure that goes 10 this time. It's England's turn to fumble and France's turn to chase, led by Berroyer and Macart. Another strong carry. That's a real point of difference for Hayley Jones. There were numbers there for England, just trying a little bit hard to get it there. And Daisy Aspinall. Oh, there's a tickle of a knock on. And I'd imagine the conversation at half-time involving both teams will involve the word exit. Fan Yen. Plenty of options, plenty of running quality. Oh, penalty advantage for France here as Berroyer attacks the corner. Berroyer, so much space. It's a brave effort from Aspinall, but Berroyer had so much try line to aim for. And Kalea Berroyer adds her name to the score sheet, extends France's lead. Just looks so dangerous every time they're in the 22. Aspinall's done well. She was beaten, but just got hold of something. Brave fullbacking, but Kalea Berroyer. Yeah, she had, what, 5-6 meters on the outside. You're never going to stop a top-class winger from there. Charlie Goyat. He's given that one a good go, but into the wind, always going to be a challenge. Little finish in reverse. Not unlike Ade Surveyor in Japan Rugby League 1 a couple of weeks ago. Is that going to go 10? Yes, it is. It's a cleaner catch by France this time, and Charlie Goyat. Molly Bunker's over it. She's got one turnover already. Can't get another one there, though. Ruby Winstanley made a good tackle, but France is offloading. Incredible. Fan Yen. Oh, she's going to go around Pritchard, around Aspinall, and score a brilliant try. Perrine Fan Yen, outstanding. The offloading in close quarters from the French, sublime. And Perrine Fan Yen has got another one, just that little touch there. I mean, the support line from Fan Yen, she's worn 9 the entire tournament, but she started one game at fullback. Daisy Aspinall, the last 2 tries, she's got close, but it's a tough slog being a fullback up against a defense, an offense like this. Charlie Goyat having a tough day off the tee into this howling wind. But if France keep playing like this, she's going to have plenty to practice. 5 tries to 2. And England now into the last 5 minutes before half-time are really going to need something. Just another score. They could go in at 25-19, 25-21. France have shown that you can score tries into the wind. What would really be a hammer blow for them is France getting another one before half-time, because they're starting to play with confidence now. That inside ball finds Agnes No.
Give me a step, please, fight.
Stepped in field by Berroyer. Molly Bunker strong though, and she's ripped that ball, Bunker. She's an excellent prospect, Molly Bunker. Plenty in both the England and the France camps to keep your eye on, but she's certainly one of them. Oh, Tunia comes through. And Haskell's done well to put a knee to the floor. And France have not released there, even though Amber Stamp Dunstan told them on a number of occasions. So England with the penalty advantage. Nice pickup. Good hands by Grace Banks.
No advantage. Back. 5.
What a good kick as well, driven low. And that's good from Bunker. Dusted off that earlier mistake where she sent it into the dead ball zone. Lucy Simpson. France pinched that. Yes, they have. Ines Zeze goes up. A little bit too low, right into the bread basket. Now 2 minutes for France to exit. Maybe do something a little bit more. Good tackle, great technique. And a little knock on. The ball's gone forward. And England will have a chance now before half time.
I need your angle. And your angle, please. Yeah, right out. Crouch! Bind! Set! Advantage, knock on.
Oh, and then England knock it on.
That was forward. Coming back. Knock on.
There have been some scrappy moments and the errors have tended to follow errors, haven't they? France make one, England make one. England make one, France make one. It's just a shame for England, particularly with that great field position.
No, blue ball. 9 knocked it on. We've got a minute left. Pull your shoulder up. Let us set. There we are. Right out. Crouch.
So it is France ball. Imagine England are going to put massive pressure on at this scrum. Just look at the wind that France have had to contend with in this first half. We've hardly seen them kick at all, and again they're going to try and run it from the 22. Fan Yen keeps hold, but she's not tackled. Still offload into Imi Baudru. Fast, furious and frantic stuff, but the clock's at 35 minutes. And France can put this off the park, jog into the sheds with a very healthy lead. They're not going to do that though, are they? They're going to keep on playing. They're a great team to watch. The next error ends the half. The next stoppage ends the half.
No back.
Or
Use it.
the next score ends the half. Good tackle by Winstanley. She's been super physical, and England have turned it over. Need to get something from here. They're without a scrum half because Evie Haskell's just hit the deck. So Lucy Simpson fills in. Latui, try scorer. Gets over the gain line again. Oh, Elig Treguet. What do we say about her full skill set? We're well into the red now, but both teams just want to keep playing. It's awesome to watch. Well, that's gone forward. And that'll take us through to half-time. 5 tries for France. Zara Marquardt got us underway. England came straight back. Evie Haskell, lovely sniping finish from her. But 2 from Perrine Fanien, Kalia Berroyer and Elig Treguet. And a brutal finish from close range by Latui for England. Missed conversions are keeping this scoreline tight. Still game on as we take a breather. And it's France 25, England 14. out for the second half in the glorious North Walian springtime sunshine. Good afternoon, everyone. We've got quite the game on our hands here. France on top. They've crossed the whitewash 5 times, but England's still in touch. A couple of good tries of their own. It does feel as though they need the first score in the second period, though, just to get the confidence, just to realise that you can score tries into this wind, as France showed. I wonder if their tactics will change. They hardly kick the ball, but it is so tempting with this wind to just play in the right areas. I mean, England are ready to receive the kickoff here. France huddling, everyone's there. Amber Stamp Dunstan, the referee, is walking over to politely tell them to get on with it. Couple of changes for both teams at the half. That's Lisa Genest wearing number 8 for France. England receiving the kickoff, attacking the try line to the left. 25-14 down, with the first chance to attack. Plenty of attacking options too, the likes of Lucy Simpson, Hayley Jones, Halia Latui, Ruby Winstanley, all capable of getting an awesome go forward. Here is one of them now, Latui, try scorer, finds Winstanley. And it's fumbled forward by Pritchard, and we'll have the first scrum of the second half. So all 3 teams, all 6 teams should I say, across 3 games, playing 70 minutes today. It's been a really interesting schedule, this Six Nations Festival. There's not a table per se. If you're just tuning in today to enjoy your rugby weekend, busy rugby weekend of course, Under-18 Six Nations Festival, Champions Cup as well. Ah, these glorious rugby days where you get to make a dent in the sofa, fantastic. As France come away with Pisicelli. Treguet, oh, just trying to time that pass. It was close. Close to being brilliant, but Zeze knocks on. Come back for the knock on as Acton tastes the shoulder. Tip is the right idea until Agnes No reads it.
I need you to rotate. Crouch. Bind. Set.
That one tossed in. And Scrum, solid again. Bunker, solid too, and finds a good offload. Genest over the ball. She's turned that over and won the penalty. Oh, she was long over that jackal. Lovely technique. And as she got the lift, England held on, which is why we got the penalty. And Charlie Goyat is opting for the kick. Smart move by Goyat. Remember, England had a similar one in the first half that went dead. Scrappy line-out ball, knocked on by Zeze. And England will have the put in at the scrum.
Mark, I'm going to stand this side. Three.
So there's a reshuffle in the pack now for France, with Geneste packing down at number 8, replacing Lena Lamour.
Are you okay?
Anna Danielle has come on too. She scored 2 tries in the opening game.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Good pickup. Those awkward bouncing balls in your 22, it's the last thing you want. And Sarah Parry takes it off the bootstraps. Green will still holding on and manages to find Lucy Simpson. Oh, France have turned it over again. They are relentless on the breakdown. Oh, big bump. Evie Hill gets rid of Piscicelli. And England using their physical strength well, and winning collisions. Need to be a bit quicker, a bit sharper, a bit more dynamic, especially with France over the ball the way they are. Good clear out, Hayley Jones. And England slowly making their way out of their own 22. Looking for a line break. It doesn't come from Parry. All the while there's a player down as Evie Hill goes on a battering spree again. So what France are doing really well is forcing England to step back inside. They're not allowing them to get it to the edge. Doesn't mean they can make some meters up the middle though, England. Oh, but intercepted. Faustine Piscicelli undoes all that patient phase play from England. Right into the passing channel. It's a great read by Faustine Piscicelli. That's what France have been trying to do all along. As I just mentioned, stopping England from getting it to the edges. So then when there's one loose pass, there's a French player in the passing channel, and Faustine Piscicelli is under the poles. First try of the second half.
Watch her timing, yeah.
And perhaps the first points for Charlie Goyat. Yes. Cast your mind back to the first half. She did clear the crossbar once, but it wasn't allowed to count. Because the water carrier had placed a hand on it, not one of her players. Really good work from Piscicelli. Really good work from France.
So come on, there's a player come off. Yeah, yeah, thank you.
So England restart. France don't knock on. England supporters thought she might have. That's Anna Danielle wearing number 20. France starting to make a couple of changes. I think we'll see England as well. Second half gets a little bit messy in terms of substitutes as the coaches try and make sure that as many players as possible get time on the park. Tamsin Baines told to leave it alone. Togoye loses the gain line. That's a rarity. Still looks so composed though, doesn't she, as she finds the floor. Coming up to 10 minutes of the second half gone. Better defence from England. It was Ellie Wilson getting herself in the passing channel this time. Oh, Fanien offloads to Lamour. Somebody's lost a boot. It's been caught in the wind and it's got about 30 metres. Elina Politou finds Piscicelli. Piscicelli finds her centre partner, and Treguet is in for her second. Piscicelli has really come into her own in this second half, controlling things. And the way her and Charlie Goyat have exchanged between outside half and outside centre. But again, it's tempo, isn't it? And look at her hitting the gas. Just gathering the ball. She knew it was behind her. It's a 2-on-1. No need to take on Daisy Aspinall when you've got Elig Treguet ready and waiting. To score another. That's 2 unanswered tries in this half. And another 2 points, 39-14. There are a lot of key differences between France and the other teams in this tournament, but one of them is the support lines. There is always an option, sometimes multiple options, whenever there's a line break. Hugely impressive young team. And they go about exiting the 22. Look at Perrine Fanien there, just desperate to get her hands on the ball and play. Jouer, jouer. That's a nice Perralaise down, clutching the leg.
Okay, we'll stop because you shaped to go that way, okay?
Sensible decision by Amber Stamp Dunstan. Wanted to go left. There were a couple of doctors and an injured player there. So we will take a breather. Take a look at some of the supporters who made the journey over. It's a beautiful drive once you get into Wales to get to Stadium CSM.
Say that again.
Go on the North Wales Expressway. To your left, rolling hills and fields with farm animals. To your right, you've got the sea, on a day like today. Looks lovely. However, it is a long way. Particularly, we saw some Saracen stash there.
Excuse me. Can I
Coming
just
up
grab
from North London, take you 5-6 hours.
Jess, is the sub for the English, for the injured player? Thank you.
Saw Grace Banks leaving the field there.
Captain. Captain. So we'll restart with the scrum here, okay? I stopped it because your shape to go that way.
Yeah.
Just keep pushing your back line, okay?
Yeah, okay.
4 and 5 at the moment are getting a bit close. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, we've just done that, so. It'll be a melee, okay? Okay, she's coming off now.
And this doesn't look great for Anaïs Perhalet. We always hope in these instances that the stretcher is merely precautionary, but very often that's not the case. So hopefully a bump and a bruise and she'll be back in no time. England doing the sensible thing, staying warm, continuing to move the ball. Still a lot to play for here. The likelihood is that the cores of these teams, they're going to look to move up through the levels, so the under-20s next, then hopefully the senior team. And they're going to know each other for a long time, play against each other, perhaps even play with each other for a long time.
Yeah.
So it's important to keep on playing and get something from this game. They've shown they've got the quality. And the same goes for France.
Okay.
They will know that they are the best team in the tournament. And this is a real chance for them to make a statement, as they have done throughout the week or so here. They have been exemplary, a real joy to watch.
So I've got 13 gone.
Just look at those posts, those rugby posts, rocking back and forth in this brutal breeze.
Big 22 now then.
And all of these players, of course, will be hoping to either end up playing in the Elite 1, the French top division, or Premiership Women's Rugby. One of the top players from all of the home nations, that's where they end up. And a big season, of course, rebranding from the Premier 15s to the PWR.
Just outside the 20. Sorry, I keep making the mark. I'm not looking for it.
Watching this French team play, very difficult not to get ahead of ourselves and start thinking about them as the next major force in women's rugby. Very difficult to argue against that being the Red Roses at the moment, the England team. And we're back underway. Excellent news. Still plenty of time to play in this game. As the clock restarts and Perrine, Lena Lamour finds the outside half, Charlie Goyette. But there's a little knock on. It'll be another reset scrum.
18. Pull your shoulder out. 18. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Latui comes away. England. Just a good time to remind you, actually, seeing as the clock hasn't restarted. But our clock is not linked in with the referee's watch. It's pretty close. But if we do get to the end of the game, it's a little bit tighter. There we go, it's back. Yes, particularly if some of the later games are a little bit tighter. Oh, lovely dummy. Fan Yen. Oh, she's knocked it on. She has knocked it on with the try line begging. And a hat-trick at Stadium CSM. Brilliant dummy. It's an excellent fen, but Hayley Jones didn't give up, and that's a try-saving tackle from Hayley Jones. Change at scrum half. Evie Haskell scored that excellent try in the first half. She's going to be replaced by Eiley Bailey. Her first touch will be to feed this scrum into the wind. 20 minutes to go.
Set! Now please. It's come out the tunnel, so we'll reset. It's come out the tunnel. It's come out the tunnel. Can I have a bit more space? Can I have a bit more space? Yeah. I'll give us a try. Crouch! Bind! Set! Yes.
Here we go again. Eiley Bailey's second touch. Latui from the base. Always takes that step backwards so she can rev up a little bit more. Really strong carry. And then bunker.
The ball's live. It's still live.
Gets good distance on that kick into the wind. Molly Bunker, that's a good exit by England.
Not yet, Jess, not yet.
That's not straight. But the referee giving them the benefit of the doubt. Especially because it's England ball. Again, good solid gain line carries as Evans waits. Has a go herself. France equal to it.
She's through the middle. It's not backwards.
Another good tackle.
She's on the body.
Well held by Ellie Wilson. And Pritchard, seen a lot of her. She's made a nice little habit of scoring late tries, hasn't she?
Playing advantage.
Ellie Wilson.
No advantage. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Time's off. So, Jess, can we have those subs now, please?
A few players staying down with bumps and bruises at the end of a tough week.
Yeah, we can have them now.
Be plenty of replacements rearing to go. Still over 17 minutes of this game for them to get their teeth into.
Number for me, Jess, to come off, or is it the 10's here. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. We've not had it, have we? No. 11. Girls, 11. 11. Yes, off.
Kalia Berroye is being told she needs to leave the field.
Water off. Yeah, she's 11. Yeah, she's 11. Jess, she's 11. Yeah, water off. Water off. Wait for the cameraman.
Finally, England can kick for some territory with that penalty, and Molly Bunker puts them into the French half. That wind still raging. Look at it blowing through the AR's flag. Lucy Simpson. Both teams have kept lineouts down to a minimum. Amber Stamp Dunstan.
Use it.
Just... oh wow, that's gone backwards as well. She's just using the discretion with the lineouts, Amber Stamp Dunstan, given the conditions. I think that is admirable refereeing. The Centre Le Tours come on, wearing 21 for France. She goes into the pack as Tréguet makes another great carry. Oh, and that's half charged down. And it could end up working out for France here, who fly hack forward. England back into their half. Nice ball out there to Aspinall. Plenty of French bodies though, and again England just struggling to go through phases. There's a fingertip touch on that, but again it's gone backwards. Still with England just in totally the wrong part of the pitch. Eiley Bailey has totally bought that one. Well played, Eiley. Oh, it's a really strong carry, and the offload good, but then the tackle comes back from Lena Lamour. Coming up to the last 15 minutes, and France, through Agnes now, baying for blood defensively. Then England, another strong carry. Physicality just seems to have gone up a notch in the last 60 seconds. Then the nudge in behind.
The ball's live, watch this.
Beaten by the touchline.
20, blue, substitution. 20, sub. Yeah. Don't throw the ball at the player, okay? I know she's offside.
Anna Danielle coming out, like for like replacement. Marine Kaczmirczyk-Doué coming in. Second row for second row. Oh my goodness me. That wind taking that ball. Well, if that doesn't tell you how difficult it is for the players out there, I'm not sure what will. France have turned it over. Suggestion of a forward pass there, but Mancla Dosso just didn't receive the ball. Out we go, to the pace on the edge. Mariema Tandiang. Oh my goodness me, she's gone round the outside. She's going to go all the way. Mariema Tandiang scores an outstanding try for France. Well, I don't know about step you in a phone box. She'd step you in a matchbox. How has she managed to find outside space there? That is simply sumptuous scoring. So they've got it out to Tandrang. And she has just swept Abigail Pritchard aside.
She's coming round to you, Jess, now.
And once she gets there, there is no substitute for pace.
Right, 10 minutes left, girls.
Mariema Tandiang. First try of the day for her. Well, our referee has just confirmed 10 minutes to go. And to think all of that came off the back of one of the wildest line-out throws. Oh, step off the right foot. So good. Kept her balance, kept her composure.
Are they ready or no? Eight. Substitution. She's off. 17, you said. 17. Number 1. No, it's 1 off, 17 on. Okay.
Bethan Candlin, she's coming on for Zara Green.
Yeah.
Like for like at loose head. Now into the last 10 minutes. That's what Amber Stamp Dunstan's told us. Lovely sunshine now. Sometimes on days like this, particularly when you're France, you get away with a bad kick because it's going to get extra meters simply because of the wind, because that wasn't a great kick. But it means that Ellie Wilson carry forward for England. That's Eiley Bailey. Quick ball for England. They've not had a huge amount of this. There are plenty of players who get over the game line though, like Ellie Wilson. But France have been deadly over the ball. Kaczmarczyk Doué. And England concede an extra 10. Bit of ill discipline. Faustine Piscicelli has kicked that into the wind. And it's ended up closer to the post than the touchline. Well, these conditions, that is quite staggering. You can hear it ripping into the microphones around the ground now as well, can't you? Well, further north in the UK, because of the wind up in Scotland, they've actually changed the venue of a Men's Champions Cup match tonight. Oh, here we go. Hayley Jones. Jones for England, fends another, still Jones into the 22. Bit of momentum now for the Red Roses. What can they conjure up here? If anything, it's been a tough second half for them. To the line they go through Sarah Parry. Good strength again from Parry, but it's slowed down a bit. Need to inject some tempo. Penalty will help. Oh, and Parry just wants to go. Surely they're not 10. So Aisha Jar can play, knowing they've got a free shot at it. And that's a few penalties in a row, so the referee will probably have a word here. Might even be further action. That's Isabel van der Straten. Tough carrying back rower. And Wilson, she's put a massive shift in for an hour. Pick and a go from Candlin. England have been quite clinical from this sort of position in the tournament. And Hayley Jones has found her way over. Well, she has been one of England's best carriers. She's found a way to beat defenders through sheer brute force and bloody-mindedness a lot of the time. And it's not been too dissimilar there. So many French obstacles in her way. She is strong, she is tough, she is accurate. She has got a try for England.
I'm just getting it pretty much. 10's off now, yeah? Thank you. Yeah, that's fine.
Molly Bunker makes mincemeat out of the wind. She is 3 from 3. England 46-21 down. But the best period of play in the second half rewarded with a score.
At 18, stay on your feet when you jackal. Up. Jess? Jess, can we confirm? Okay. Not full advantage.
But England not dealing with the restart. I think that might have come off a head. But this is not the kind of position you want to be coughing the ball up to this French team, who are going in search of 50 points.
No advantage. Not good. No, it's a scrum. Here.
Still a few changes to be made. Everyone's going to get a taste of the action on this final day.
Sorry.
Coaches, they're desperately trying to hold on to the paperwork. Mayana Goni on at scrum half now, of course replacing Perrine Fanyen. Outstanding once more. She is one of the players of the festival. Mani Baron coming on for Léa Guiton. Last few minutes. France start thinking about 50. And England start thinking about finishing with a flourish, but difficult to do it in this part of the pitch. It's Folly 2 packing down at number 8, wasn't it? Covers the whole front row, the whole back row, serious player. Knocked on, Bunker. Oh, it opens up here for Molly Bunker. Still going, looking for some speed. She's got some in the shape of Pritchard, but Pritchard coughs it up. And France back on it, then France cough it up.
Sarah, I'm happy it was in the tackle. Okay. Mark's here.
I think Amber Stamp Dunstan and her communication today with her assistants, with the players, been exemplary. Bunker just wanted to feed the speed, didn't she? But
Hands. You can't go round to the hands work.
it didn't quite happen.
The mark's on the cross. So tackle. Crouch! Bind! Set! Hinge.
Scrum penalty for England. Set piece has actually been very good for England today, hasn't it? Very good indeed. Can they conjure up something in the last couple of minutes? Just a bit more sheen on the scoreboard.
Numbers, please. 4 and 6 white. 4 and 6.
Tamsin Baines and Ellie Wilson
Time's up.
being substituted for the last couple of minutes. I did say it gets scrappy towards the end, didn't I? As everyone gets their taste of the Under-18 Six Nations Festival. But they run off towards the main stand here and get some brilliant support from those who've made the journey. Gabriella Brown wearing 20, Ashton Adcock wearing 23, joining the fray for the last few minutes. On another, quite frankly, ludicrous wind-affected line-out.
Hang on. Scrum. Scrum calls.
And Amber Stamp Dunstan. I'm not even sure why she gave them the option. They are never going to take the line out there, are they?
You called scrum? Hold your weight, please.
So our clock approaching 70. Just a reminder, we're not linked in with the referee's watch. So a little shove in the back. Back goes Van der Straten, gathers it for England. Nice dummy in midfield. Hayley Jones, the try scorer. One of the outstanding performers for England today. Now potentially some pace. Joanne Vasaki-Waiwai out there on the flank. She's been playing full-back in this tournament. 42 making a good tackle. Our clock goes red. France sniffing around the turnover. Still with the red roses. France offside. So we will have another few phases at least, because you can't end on a penalty. So England tap and go, and they want to play, they want to get something, and Van der Straten tries to free the hands, does free the hands, and that draws an end. An end to the game, an end to the campaign for these two teams. And France just showing exactly why they are perhaps the future of women's rugby. Absolutely exemplary in the 35-minute games, in the 70-minute games, and today, as they have done throughout, scoring brilliant tries, brutal defence. 8 tries in total. England more than played their part in an excellent contest. Tries for Jones and Latui and Haskell, but they were undone by Pisicelli, and 2 from Treguet, 2 from the brilliant Perrine Fanien, Berroyer, Macart, and then the pace of Tandiang. France end the tournament undefeated. England get their first defeat on the final day. But I think this is a rivalry, this particular group of players, that could brew and build for the next decade. And it is a very exciting time for both French and English rugby. We'll leave you with the highlights of this one. But the big story, the full-time score, France 46, England 21.
to the